Morning guys, this morning we are down at Palm Beach. We're going to have a look at that area in front of me shortly, but first of all we've got a little park over the road here. There's a lake in it, and we're going to go and check that out first. We're at the boat ramp on Palm Beach, and this park's been here for quite a few years. The only time we ever had a look at it was when they were developing it, so it'll be interesting to see what's over there. So this park is called Rotary Park, and the area in here, the grassed area, is used as an overflow for boats when the parking on the other side of the road fills up on weekends. I'll just turn around so you can get an idea of what it's like behind me over there. There is toilets there over the road, and of course we got a whole bunch of traffic, and like the one over in Shoalwater that we saw the other day, you can see that's old-fashioned curly roof design, and the boat ramp's in just there, and there's parkland heading down right along the beach there. For some reason, the corellas seem to like the area down by the beach. They must find a lot of food down here. And there's a lot of noisy flocks of them down here. And we've got a little bridge here. Although at the moment the water levels are a bit low. And ordinarily during winter you'd be seeing water down there, but it's receded a bit. And down in this area we get some new signs popping up telling people if they camp or park here overnight they're going to get fined, but you have to protect the profits of the caravan parks at all costs. A very faded sign showing some of the bird life. It's barely legible, but none of the birds there are really unusual for the area. And there's a couple of gazebos here with seats and tables. Hopefully you can hear me over the screeching of the corellas. And the main part of the lake on this side. Reasonable sized lake. Little island in the middle. And you can see it's surrounded by houses. Each one of them worth well over $1 million these days, I guess. Some of them worth a lot more than that. Not too much to say about this area here, just until we get round the other side there. But quite a pleasant park. I can't imagine that people who live here are too thrilled about the corellas, but not much you can do about that, I guess. There's a little magpie lark down here. Seem to see the old purple swamp hens just about everywhere we go around here. So pretty common bird in this area. And we've got a seat over this side, and then we've got the boardwalk and a little jetty that pokes out into the water there. And you'll note, as opposed to the days where it was sunny every day we were out, today we've got a bit of cloud. Had a lot of cloud yesterday. We didn't film yesterday simply because the weather was pretty bad. But today we've got quite a bit of cloud around, and it's actually quite chilly, which is highly unusual for February. February is usually a stinking hot month. So a bit of unusual weather here at the moment, but the coolness is appreciated. At least don't spend the day with the air conditioner on all the time. So just across the road from the park you have this area here where you've got shelters, seats, tables, barbecues and a playground. And just off to my right here there's another boat ramp. It does tend to get pretty busy on weekends, so I'll just shoot down now and have a look at that. Nobody around this time of day. Plus it's a bit windy for the boaties at the moment, so there's only a couple of trailers down in the main area. And you've got some maps and some information for the boaties here. And this is the sort of secondary boat ramp. And off to my right, and you can't see it very well because of where the sun is, there's Palm Beach Jetty down there and Rockingham Beach a little bit further on. And unfortunately at the moment the sun is right in my face, so you're not going to see that all that well. But there's a beach that goes all the way up there to Narananas Beach, which is well past the grain silo, which is the big building you can see across the bay here. And although this area is known as Palm Beach, probably would be better to be called Pine Beach, because there are many pine trees here. Now the story goes that those pine trees were originally planted back in the day when there were sailing ships and they needed timber for repairs, but sailing ships died out before the trees grew big enough, and so they just remained there. Whether that's true or not, I can't verify it, but that's the story that I've heard, and most of the old port areas do have pine trees growing along the shore, so maybe true. We're noting that because this is a boating area, that just on this section of beach between the boat ramps, that swimming is not allowed. So this post here, it's an outdoor cold shower for people to get salt water off themselves once they come up from the beach. And this is another area where dogs are not encouraged to go on the beach. And this is the boat ramp we usually use when we come fishing down here. Actually, I haven't been down fishing for quite a long time. And the beach stretches up there to an area they call Mangles Bay. And that's where the yacht club is. Beyond that is Point Perrin. And then you've got the causeway that goes across to Garden Island. And of course that's not for the public. It's for the naval personnel. We've got HMAS Sterling over there. And where I note they're planning to have American nuclear submarines coming in and out. Making us a target in this area, which is very nice to know. Thank you, government, for that. Government working for America as usual and not for Australians. And then we're used to that. We might as well be a state of America over here. Prime Ministers regularly go over there to get their orders, be told what to do and what to think. We've got a bit of sunlight coming out finally. Now during the winter, when the storms roll in, some of those boats invariably drag their moorings and wind up on the beach. Very common after a big storm to see 2 or 3 boats shoved up onto the beach here, so it's not as sheltered as it looks. I'll include a couple of pictures in here so you can see I've taken them in the past when we've come down after storms and seen the beaches covered in boats and people have to spend the money and get them off again. You do occasionally get the old boats out there sinking as well. I might even have some footage of that somewhere. I'll see if I can dig that out. And I can't take much of a shot that way, simply because the sun is now fully out, and all we're getting is a lot of glare off the water, unfortunately. That's Rockingham Beach proper over there, and we will be going down shortly, well, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, to have a look at the parks along that area there. And just some general signage here about the area. Of course, we have sea lions and dolphins. And just across here is the toilet block, and there's change rooms in there as well, so people wanting to come down and put their bathers on and go for a swim. So that's it, guys. One more park done and dusted. Thanks for coming along with us, and we'll catch you again tomorrow for the next park, which I suspect will be Churchill Park. I won't guarantee it, but things change. And that's where we're planning to go at the moment.